Well, I mean, I can think I can think of one client where the counter example to what we just described ended up being true, where this was a client that was they had monthly recurring revenue, and they were providing a homogeneous service. They were actively trying to move themselves up market to more sophisticated, higher dollar contracts and away from some of the lower dollar, less sophisticated contracts. And so, again, the conventional wisdom is the clients who pay the least are the ones that are the hardest to work with. However, this particular client found the exact and also just kind of had a natural bias against its small dollar contracts and its less sophisticated clients because, it had a strategic priority and it was to move up market. But when you did the analysis, you realized that the margins they were making on these small dollar offerings were like 80%. And the margins they were making on these higher dollar clients were sub 40%. And which was not, again, like that was not at all what they thought, or even what I would have thought, to be honest with you. Because again, like that sort of violates the conventional wisdom. And I think in their case, it was more of a temporary problem than a permanent problem. Like, I think all that data suggested was, well, look, you've been doing this for a long time, these smaller dollar clients. You figured it out. Like, they're on autopilot. It's working, right? And so these new things, you don't know how to scope yet. And you have sort of systematically scoped them all under. And you are, like, the thing that in that classic sort of evolution, the thing that you underappreciate is there is a higher, like, as the dollar of your contract grows, the standard deviation of outcomes also grows, and so they're just more volatile. There's just a little bit more risk there, and when you haven't done it as much, you have a higher risk of getting it wrong. And so again, I think what they ultimately took from that was, well, these smaller dollar clients do a couple of good things for us. A, they're actually pretty reliable sources of like consistent margin. B, there's a higher volume of them and they kind of de-risk this other sort of like concentration risk that I'm creating over here. And they actually kind of like offset some of the risk I'm creating. So I'm gonna maybe slow down on my urgency to try to rid our business, to kind of leave them in the past. Maybe we'll sort of continue to service that as a part of our business going forward.